live look at Acrisure Bounce House in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the UCF Knights offense will go on the attack first. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. They say the tight end's always open, and he seems to always be, and he's always making big plays.
There's a lot of great attributes about a tight end, like the size, the physicality. This guy, though, what sticks out the most is the speed. If you want to play him man-to-man, put a linebacker on him, that's a problem. You put a safety on him, he's still got good enough speed and size to go win. Palmer, this guy, they put him everywhere, and he wins because of that blazing speed.
It's really crazy to think about that he might actually be their fastest. If you had everybody lined up at receiver, tight end, just running vertical routes, he might actually be the fastest. And Dave, we've even seen him on film run away from cornerbacks as well in man coverage. Nobody can seem to catch up with this guy. A very unique skill set for a tight end.
The Knights headed quickly to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Fires left. Got his man. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation, trying to get points on this drive, establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this 4th down.
Trying to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. The Knights are rolling down the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. And here comes the sophomore running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Man, this is going to be so much fun. The irresistible force versus the immovable object, right? Like this running game, this is what they do. They pride themselves, one of the absolute best running backs in the country, Palmer. But this defense, they don't take a back seat to many. They stop the run. They're physical. This will be awesome.
And they play like a unit, too, on defense. All 11 guys playing as one, and they pride themselves on stopping the run and being the more physical side and owning the line of scrimmage. And they've talked about this all week. We've got to get multiple players to the ball, gang tackle this guy. What a challenge for this defense going up against simply one of the best in college football.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Reads it, fires complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. The run inside. It's McClure. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Here's a give to Watson. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Trying to escape and get it himself. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown Knights. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, you see the offense trying to hook up on that in route, but the receiver just not able to create enough separation to complete that throw.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking to buy time. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
And I love the way the receiver works his route on this. He really sets the defender up. He sells like he's going one way, puts his foot in the ground, comes back to the football. Nice job execution.
Slithers into space. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Looking for room at the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you tell maybe a little bit nervous, maybe just not starting the way they wanted to, didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together, a good response from punting last drive.
Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's McClure. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete to the right. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy one to the back. Touchdown, Tulane! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. To throw, it's Barnett. Going to take a shot at this DB. Upstairs, he's got it. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got his man on the right. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. The Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's Chambers. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. runs through a tackle.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I'll tell you what, Jesse, one thing we know is that guy's got an arm, because he just threw that thing probably with everything he had, and he missed. You got to do a good job as a quarterback of understanding who I'm leading, who I'm throwing the football to, how much speed they have, and right there you could tell that was a big miss.
Quick release on the RPO. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Knights looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UCF! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he puts through the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field.
Straight up.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lucas. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on...
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Makes the grab. Brings it to the open. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. They'll send the back in motion. Now the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Wade. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Knights moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Knights.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Black 18! Black 18! Move! Looking to throw, it's Barnett. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Right back to it. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. Tulane right back to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Lewis. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. They're setting up the screen. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The run inside. It's Turner. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor. The Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I kind of picked the Green Wave head coach coming out of the locker room. His quarterback has to improve. Those first-half turnovers are the story of the game. Because they have run the ball somewhat successfully, I do expect them to go more to the ground game here in the second half and let their quarterback get his composure and stop turning over the ball. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Right back to him on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quarterback may change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Running inside. It's Chambers. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
That's reeled in. It's Wade. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The option look. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. They go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. Fourth and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They'll run play action. Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Turner. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll test the right side. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lucas. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their second timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Road.
Here on the UCF sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better 3rd down. That's a play we can continue to run even on 3rd down right now.
Hauls it in. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Catch is made at the 15. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. Flips it out to the back. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Back to pass. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Tulane right back to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The run inside. It's Turner. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. This Tulane offense has a great drive going.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Might be calling a hot route. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Back's got it. Into the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. To the air, it's Barnett. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. It's complete. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Knights want to pick up the tempo.
Well, they're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off the RPO, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Right on the money. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Chambers. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down here on the Tulane sideline, there have been so many momentum swings here in this game, but right now it is all offense. They have been able to answer here to start the second half, and now they get another opportunity. I can definitely sense the chemistry and energy rising here on the sideline. I'll keep you posted if they're able to keep that going here in the game. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a 1st down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Tulane right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Daniels. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. He made the catch past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down.
Great play by the defense, forcing the incompletion. What do you do now if you're on offense? Game is tied. It's late. Do you have the confidence in your quarterback and your op?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Gotta have it here on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
It's complete. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this field goal might not lock the game away, but you'd be able to hear the tumblers clicking. He got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And, David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. From the gun, running back on the move. On the move, got to keep it alive. Last chance to get a score. And that is how we will wrap this one up.